we might be soon hearing Nintendo GameCube Classic Edition.
Which is fantastic.
Of course, it's just a rumor right now, the same as when they filed a trademark for N64. People were assuming it's going to be for Classic. Might not be this year, might be for down the road. They just want to get the trademark out. So, according to... I thought there was a quote in here somewhere. But anyway, there's... looking at the trademarks, because with the release of the new Smash Bros, you know, they're going to...
the Ultimate.
They're going to be releasing... the
GameCube controllers?
The controllers and ports so you can use it on the Switch itself. But also, looking into it, there's also trademarks for other GameCube items, and it's...
it says specific to software and the
video
machines.
game machines.
And it specifically says it's not referencing gaming merchandise. So it wouldn't be like a GameCube pin or something.
Right.
Or t-shirts. It's an actual machine and software.
Yeah, so that's interesting. Like I said, so we might actually be looking at a GameCube Mini down the road, which I think is awesome. I don't know how different the trademarks are going to be compared to N64, because I know we talked about N64 trademark and licensing. It's going to be interesting how that goes.
Yeah. Well, I think most of their games were licensed. They had some in-house stuff, but most of their popular stuff was like Rare and other shit.
Yeah.
When I had 64, I only played Smash Bros. And Mario 64. And Pokemon Snap.
GoldenEye, Perfect Dark.
Man, Pokemon Snap would be great. You know, I remember I thought Pokemon Snap would have been fantastic for the Wii U. But now we have the Switch, and I think it'd be fantastic for the Switch.
Yeah. Should be interesting to see how that goes. But, no, with GameCube. Jonah, did you ever own a GameCube by any way?
I did not. I did play it at a friend's house, though, but I only played Mario Sunshine.
Poor choice. I don't know, some people enjoy that game. I wasn't...
I was a kid, and I liked it.
Yeah. I mean, when you look at Mario 64, and then you had Mario Galaxy come out, Mario Sunshine kind of just is like, no thank you.
But, middle of the road.
My experience with GameCube was pretty much... Carmine had it, and then we would play Smash Brothers over there, and I think they had some games... No, that was Xbox I was thinking about. But sometimes, because they had the 4-player playability, so sometimes you would get ports of that would have, 4-player. Mm-hmm. And then it was also... Some games would still be on PS2, but you couldn't get the 4-player, so it was kind of cool to play the GameCube version. But really, for me, I got my GameCube from Carmine later down the road because I couldn't afford the GameCube. And I wasn't eyeballing, really, Nintendo at the time. I was eyeballing... I was pretty much just happy where I was, what I had, and I was just saving up money for something else. But with GameCube, I enjoyed playing Resident Evil on it, the remake. That's pretty much what I got it for, because I knew that Resident Evil 5 was coming out, so I wanted to play the whole series again. And I never played the GameCube one, so I wanted to play them, and I enjoyed that thoroughly. I
didn't play it on GameCube, but the Metroid Prime games were re-released on the Wii. I played the Wii version on the Wii U. Right. So, and I really liked it, although I did play with motion controls, which actually worked really well.
Oh, interesting.
So I didn't play the GameCube experience of that game, but that game was fantastic.
Yeah. How do you feel about the GameCube controller?
I like it. It's very distinctive. The buttons are distinctive. It's easy. It's easy to get your fingers down to where you want it to go, rather than just everyone's the same circle. You can have a muscle memory. Because you're looking at it, everything had a different feel to it. But obviously, it was leaps and bounds above the N64 controller. Oh Jesus, yeah,
that's for sure. The actually fun fact, because I was so used to PlayStation, when I played the Resident Evil games, I bought an adapter so I can hook my PS2 controller up to it, and I was using my PS2 controller for to play Resident Evil on it. So my experience with the GameCube controller is very limited, but apparently it's huge when you're talking Smash Brothers. That's why they're bringing out the adapters and stuff so you can play it on the Switch.
That's like a perspective I never really understood because I didn't play extensively with the GameCube and the GameCube controller. And Smash Bros. I only really played extensively the 64 version, which is before it really blew up with Melee and GameCube. I
did end up getting Twilight Princess for GameCube and a couple other GameCube games, so I am gonna go back to playing GameCube just to kind of explore it better. Unfortunately, I never had the time to do it because there's been a whole bunch of new games coming out, and the NES Classic I was finally gonna get my hands on. So
we'll get this GameCube Classic, and then we'll have a bunch of games there.
But yeah, now that's something that's interesting because you expect maybe Twilight Princess coming out. But here's the thing, though, as the generations go on, like you have the SNES and then you have the NES Classic, and there wasn't that much computing power needed. I mean, to make that happen, like you can put 30 games on the NES Classic, and then what were there? How many for the SNES Classic? There were
I want to say 36.
No, it was short. It wasn't as many, but the difference was there was a lot. Like there were A+ games, all A+ games on the Super Nintendo.
Plus world premiere of Star Fox 2.
Yeah, officially
and complete.
Not just a ROM. So it's interesting to see what the Nintendo GameCube Mini is going to look like. I'm sure it's going to still be mini because what they can do now, obviously, is computing power. But the question is, what's the cost going to be? Because the SNES was not a lot more. It was $10 more than because that was $80. The NES Classic was $60. So it's $20 more. So it's curious to know what the GameCube's going to be.
It's going to be at least $5,000.
Oh, well, it's pocket change. Why not?
It's going to be a status symbol for gamers. If you own a GameCube Classic, you're a Lamborghini.
It comes in gold, like real gold, gold and diamonds.
It's very malleable because it's pure gold.
The controller's just different size diamonds that you play with the rubies. So is there a particular game you would be very interested in seeing on GameCube? Like the GameCube Mini, I mean?
It's funny because one of my favorite GameCube games would be Wind Waker, but I played that extensively on the Wii U because they remastered it. They remastered a lot of Wii U GameCube games, I think. So, there's a Fire Emblem game that was on GameCube that I wanted to play that I never played.
Yeah.
Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, because I think the physical copy of that was expensive, or maybe that's a Wii game. I don't remember.
Yeah, well, a lot of things too. Like with the classics, the classic editions of these things, it saves you so much money. Like for instance, the SS Classic came with Earthbound. Go ahead and try to find Earthbound.
Physically legit.
Physically legit, and not pay a lot of money. Contra 3, Super Castlevania 4. Try to find those that you're not going to be spending a lot of money on. So it's not going to happen. So you're saving a lot of money by getting the minis instead of hunting down the actual games. I would know because I'm a collector of all those things. But with the GameCube itself, I mean, I assume you would have both Zeldas on there.
Yeah.
Like I said, it depends on how many games they're going to give you.
I guess you would expect them to have both Zeldas. It's just because they've both been remastered fairly recently.
Yeah.
And the Wii U.
Another question would be, how many controllers does it come with?
At least 7.
At least 7.
They're going to add another panel on the side.
Yeah. Because, obviously, hopefully they'll be able to throw Smash Bros. Melee on there. Or Melee. Sorry, Melee. And then I'm sure it'll come with 2, and then you would have to buy two others. So that's going to be another thing, if it does come out, that people are going to be scalping. Another thing I would say is, you'll have the Marios, but which Marios will you get? Would you get all the Marios, or will you get just a couple?
I know. I'm pretty sure they'll definitely have Sunshine.
Galaxy was for the Wii or GameCube?
That was the Wii. I'm pretty sure it's with the Wii.
Yeah. So, but you had two Mario Sunshines, no? Or just one?
Just one Sunshine.
And then they stopped.
And they stopped. The only one that had a sequel was Galaxy.
That's what I was thinking of.
And there was 3D World and Land, but
Yeah.
you know, I don't know if that counts.
No. But, yeah, see, that's pretty much, because with the Wii, I never wanted the Wii. I thought it was promoted for pretty much kids and stuff like that, and the stuff coming out for like the Mii's and stuff, I had no interest in that. And then, plus the fact that, you know, there wasn't going to be any HD. And it was coming out with the PS3 and Xbox 360 era, so there was no reason for me to want to get one of those.
When the Wii was coming out, when it was announced and stuff, I wasn't into gaming at that point anymore.
He was into Pogs.
I was into Pogs at one point.
So was I.
I had a lot of Pokemon Pogs.
I had like huge tubefuls of Pogs. I had freaking O.J. Simpson like spoofs and Bill Clinton spoof Pogs and freaking what do they call them? Smashers that are like this big that would like break your toes if you smashed them on yourself.
Your collection was more extensive. Mine was just Pokemon.
Yeah, I think I unfortunately they're probably all gone now.
But when I was thinking about the Wii coming out, it was not at all a big jump between Wii and GameCube, like technology wise. Like it wasn't that much stronger than Wii than the GameCube. The only difference was it had motion controls now.
Yeah.
which won them a lot of. Did that win that generation, or I think that won the generation, right?
The Wii?
Yeah.
The Wii sold a lot.
Yeah.
Like, tons, because
I know it like died out at the end, but I think that they couldn't catch up.
Well, what happened with the Wii is it was for everybody. Senior citizens were using it for exercise. Kids can use it. They had a lot of like the sports stuff in there. Mm-hmm. It was for everybody. You know, they had the Zeldas, the Marios.
How much did it sell? Like 100,000?
Something crazy.
100 million. 100 million.
Yeah. They sold 5. That was it.
At least 50.
And everyone just borrowed it off of those 5 people. And then the Wii U came out, obviously, and fucked that up.
Yeah.
But anyway, GameCube Mini. I'm excited for it. Obviously, if it's something that comes out, we're talking about the N64. Depends on what the licensing and everything. Now, this is a good point here. They mentioned Resident Evil 4. It actually debuted on the GameCube. It was actually superior than the PS2 version, and that was a version I never played, the GameCube one. I played the PS4 version a lot. I love that game. The game is phenomenal. So, but here's a few of that they mentioned here. So, Luigi's Mansion, did you ever play that?
I played the one on 3DS.
3DS, yeah. I actually have that for 3DS. And then, like you mentioned, Metro Prime, and then Super Monkey Ball 2. So yeah, basically, it's obviously just a rumor right now, and we're actually curious of. It's interesting to see what games are on here, and it's really like you can just kind of guess of what's gonna end up being on there, but they can pull an SNES Classic and like pull, you can have like a full list of AAA games plus some games that were never released, and so yeah, but let us know what you think down in the comments below, because GameCube Classic Edition could be coming to a theater near you. I
remember I saw like a long time ago on like an Amazon Marketplace listing, there was a GameCube, like limited edition GameCube themed after Metroid. And I thought that was the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
I wanted it, but it was overpriced.
Mm-hmm. No, there's a lot of hidden gems and stuff for GameCube as well. And I wish, looking back, I obviously wish I had a chance to grow with it. Right now, I just have it as a collectible. It plays, it works, and I have games to play on it. But then some of those games you let me borrow your Wii U, and they have the HD remakes and all that stuff. So it's like, sure, I can play it on my GameCube, or I can play it on the Wii U, but I'll probably play it on the GameCube, because I like playing things on the original just to see how it feels first.
That remaster looks so good.
No, it does. But HDMI. So here's the thing: how good are these games going to look upscaled and stuff like that? You know what I mean?
As good as they want them to be.
That's true. You just nailed it on the head. So, anyway, let us know in the comments below what you think, and what are your hopes for the game list, and how many controllers do you think it'll come with?
8, 12.
And how much do you think each controller will cost afterwards?
$12.
$12?
12 euros.
12 euros. This guy with the 12 euros.
I'm worldly.
Anyway,